राम हेम बेदी रे राम हेम बेदी रे तारा मूर्ति सजे पारिली दुर्बारे रे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे चारु चरण तल चंदन परिमल चारु चरण तल चंदन परिमल छटा रंग कमल फूटा सरस दल छटा रंग कमल फूटा सरस दल श्रीत हरि सलाजे श्रीत हरि सलाजे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे पारिली दुर्बारे रे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे ताकम पदरेणु रसमा खिला दिनु ताकम पदरेणु रसमा खिला दिनु हिम शीतल भानु कर परस मनु हिम शीतल भानु कर परस मनु न जाए प्रीति सराजे न जाए प्रीति सराजे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे पारिली दुर्बारे रे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे राम हेम बेदी रे तारा मूर्ति सजे ता मुख दरहास तार नेत्र विलास ता मुख दरहास तार नेत्र विलास हरे मन परस रचई मधुरस हरे मन परस रचई मधुरस आनारे रति बराजे आनारे रति बराजे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे पारिली दुर्बारे रे कुंजे कुंजे मुरली बाजे के बेरसी कराज पुरे हेबे बिराज के बेरसी कराज पुरे हेबे बिराज साजे सुमन सेज कहिबे बंधु आज साजे सुमन सेज कहिबे बंधु आज खटा पद सरोजे खटा पद सरोजे कुंजे कुंजे বাজে পারিলে দূর বাড়ি রে কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে মুরলি বাজে মরামা হে মবেদে রে মরামা হে মবেদে রে তারা মূরতি সাজে তারা মূরতি সাজে পারিলে দূর বাড়ি রে কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে মুরলি বাজে ভাববন্ধন মোচন পূজবরম গুণহীন নমস্তে সগুণাধিপতিম ভাবভীরুজনি সত তম বরদম প্রণমামি গুরুং শিব কল্পতরু প্রণমামি গুরুং শিব কল্পতরু।
জয় গুরু। প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা হে দেব নিগমানন্দ দাসরে হুয়া প্রসন্ন প্রণতি ঘেনা হে দেব নিগমানন্দ দাসরে হুয়া প্রসন্ন প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা বুড়ি মায়া অন্ধকারে নিশি দিবস মোসরে বুড়ি মায়া অন্ধকারে নিশি দিবস মোসরে জ্ঞানবতী জালি করা জ্ঞানবতী জালি করা কর হে আলোক দান জ্ঞানবতী জালি করা কর হে আলোক দান প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা সুপথে ঘেন ঠাকুরা প্রেম সুধা দান করা সুপথে ঘেন ঠাকুরা প্রেম সুধা দান করা নিরাশ হৃদয়ে বড়ি নিরাশ হৃদয়ে বড়ি দিয়াশিষ চন্দন নিরাশ হৃদয়ে বড়ি দিয়াশিষ চন্দন প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা জগাই নব চেতনা ধন্য করে জীবনা জগাই নব চেতনা ধন্য করে জীবনা নিরন্তর গুরু নাম নিরন্তর গুরু নাম কণ্ঠ মোর করু গান নিরন্তর গুরু নাম কণ্ঠ মোর করু গান প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা হে দেব নিগমানন্দ দাসরে হুয়া প্রসন্ন প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা মুকতি মুমাগু নাহি করগ মুন লোড়াই মুকতি মুমাগু নাহি করগ মুন লোড়াই চরণ তଳରେ তব চরণ তଳରେ তব অভাগা মাগুছি স্থান চরণ তଳରେ তব অভাগা মাগুছি স্থান প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা জনম জনম ধরি তব পদ সেবা করি জনম জনম ধরি তব পদ সেবা করি সার্থক হেউ জীবন সার্থক হেউ জীবন বাঞ্ছা মোর পুরাণ সার্থক হেউ জীবন বাঞ্ছা মোর পুরাণ প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা হে দেব নিগমানন্দ হে দেব নিগমানন্দ দাসরে হুয়া প্রসন্ন দাসরে হুয়া প্রসন্ন প্রণতি ঘেনা প্রণতি ঘেনা জয় গুরু।
জয় গুরু। স্বাতী মা, নিগম উপদেশ। भाई जय गुरु मुनि अच्छी एबे पढ़िया को उपदेश
हाँ तार अच्छी से एबे तो कॉल करथले से जॉइन करला बोली कहला ऑलरेडी जॉइन ठीक अछि और शी हैव सम इश्यूज देतंग मैं कॉल करथले that she's joining but she's not there so let me start reading it हमारो आज पढ़िबार अछि
242 Guru and God
242 Guru and God. If anyone has indomitable quest to realize truth, which is the ultimate goal of life, but is unable to perform any sadhana bhajan as the means, the only way for him is complete dependence. When I found Sadguru and started depending on him, I realized that there was no other easier way to realize God than him. When there was any possibility of my downfall, he pulled me to the right path in various ways, like a cowherd following and looking after cows. For that reason, I know that it is easy to find God when one depends exclusively on Gurudev. See, it necessitates to have intelligence and talent to learn knowledge and wealth, to earn knowledge and wealth. One needs capital money to do business, but without any capital money, education, intelligence, talent, and physical strength, one can realize God by depending on Gurudev. There is no other easier way to realize God than complete dependence on Gurudev. Moreover, you see how Lord Krishna had lucidly explained to Arjuna the relationship between Guru and God. While explaining the import of dependence, he had used the word aham, I. When he points at Guru and the word Sat, he then points to God. So aham when he points at Guru and Sat when he points at God. Tat prasadat param santi stan prasyati saraswatam. Gita 18 chapter 62 sloka. You will find the eternal abode of peace and bliss by grace of God. If you are unable to depend on him, give up everything and surrender at his feet. Ultimate truth. So she's texting me that her voice is not coming through. Now we can't hear you. Muni, if you can hear us, we cannot. The ultimate truth. If you completely depend on Sri Gurudev, you will achieve everything. It is entirely an immortal truth. If you do not find any interest in any sadhana, depend on me with all your mind and heart. Leave everything unto me. Surrender to me in all aspects. Practice to love the death, and you will also gain everything. Sarva dharman paritejya mamikam saranam braja. Gita 18 chapter 66 sloka. Give up all religion and take refuge in me alone. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु निरंतर सारस्वत संघ पुरी शाखा अमेरिका सारस्वत संघ 699तम अधिवेशन विवरणी तारीख 5/1/2020 रविवार समय 7:15 ରୁ 11:45 ଇଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଟାଇମ୍ ପାଳିଆ ଭକ୍ତି ଓ ସସ୍ମିତା ମା ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କ ନାମ ଆମସା ୱେବସାଇଟ ଲିଙ୍କରେ ପାଇବେ। ଅଧିବାସ ପୂଜା ତାରିଖ 4/1/2020 ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା 6:30 ସମୟରେ ନିଗମ ସ୍ମୃତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ସ୍ଥାନୀୟ ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କ ଉପସ୍ଥିତିରେ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହୋଇଥିଲା। ପ୍ରଥମ ଅଧିବେଶନର ବିବରଣୀ ସକାଳ 7:15 ରୁ 8:45 ଇଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଟାଇମ୍ ସକାଳ 7:15 ସମୟରେ ରଶ୍ମି ଚୌଧୁରୀ ମା ନବ ରବି ଆସି ଉଣି କରଭାତେ ପ୍ରଣତି ଜଣାଅ ଓ ଅର୍ପିତା ମା ଆନନ୍ଦମୟ ନିଗମାନନ୍ଦ ଜୟ ପ୍ରତିକା ଗାନ କରିବା ସମୟରେ ସବୁ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ଟେଲିଫୋନ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଓ ନିଗମ ସ୍ମୃତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ନାଟ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିଲେ। ନିଗମ ସ୍ମୃତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କ ମିଳିତ ଆରତୀ ଗାନ ସହ ବିଶ୍ୱଜିତ ଭାଇ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରଭାତୀ ଆରତୀ କରିଥିଲେ। ଆରତୀ ପରେ ସ୍ମିତା ବାଇ ମାଙ୍କ ନେତୃତ୍ୱରେ ବନ୍ଦଇ ଗୁରୁଚରଣ ଗାନ କରାଯାଇ ସ୍ୱତ ବନ୍ଦନା କରାଯାଇଥିଲା। ତାପରେ ବିଶ୍ୱଜିତ ଭାଇ ପରିଚୟ ପତ୍ର ସମ୍ମିଳନୀ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ଓ ନିଗମ ସ୍ମୃତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ନିତ୍ୟ ପୂଜା ଯଥାବିଧି ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ପାଠ କରାଇଥିଲେ। ଏହାପରେ ରଶ୍ମି ପଣ୍ଡାମା ସଂଘ ସେବକ ଦଶମଭାଗ ଚତୁର୍ଥ ସଂଖ୍ୟା ବନ୍ଦନା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ଓ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନାକାରୀଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ପାଠ କରିଥିଲେ। ଏଥିରୁ ଆମେ ଶୁଭ ଚିନ୍ତା ହିଁ ଅଶୁଭ ବିଚାରକୁ ଦୂର କରେ ପରଦୋଷ ଆଲୋଚନା ନ କରି ନିଜ ଦୋଷ ପ୍ରତି ଦୃଷ୍ଟି ଦେବା ଦରକାର ତାପରେ ସସ୍ମିତା ମା ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଅଧିବେଶନ ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବା ପରେ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ନାମ କୀର୍ତ୍ତନ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା ଓ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରଣାମ କରାଯାଇ ଆସନ ବନ୍ଦ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା। ତାପରେ ବାଲ୍ୟଭୋଗ ନିବେଦନ ପରେ ନିଗମ ଶ୍ରୁତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଭକ୍ତମାନେ ପ୍ରସାଦ ସେବନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଅଧିବେଶନର ବିବରଣୀ ସକାଳ 9:45 ରୁ 11:45 ଇଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଟାଇମ୍। ଅଞ୍ଜଳି ମା ଆସ ପ୍ରାବନ୍ଧ ମୋର ପ୍ରିୟତମ ଓ ସୁକନ୍ୟା ମା ଆହ୍ୱାନ କରୁଛି ଆଜି ଆହ୍ୱାନ ସଙ୍ଗୀତ ଗାନ କରିବା ସମୟରେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ଟେଲିଫୋନ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଓ ନିଗମ ଶ୍ରୁତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ନାଟ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିଲେ। ପ୍ରଣାମ ଗାନ କରାଯାଇ ନିଗମ ଶ୍ରୁତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ପରଦା ଉନ୍ମୋଚନ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା ଓ ନିଲୁମା ବନ୍ଦନା ନାମ ସମ କମନୀୟ ନାହିଁ ଆଉ ଗାନ କରିବା ପରେ ବନଲତା ମା ପରିଚୟ ପାଠ କରାଇଥିଲେ। ତାପରେ ଅମୃତା ମା ବିଶ୍ୱପତି ପ୍ରଣାମ ଗାନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଦୀପିତା ମା ନିଗମ ଉପଦେଶରୁ ପେଜ 241 ରୁ 242 ଲିବରେସନ ଇନ୍ ରିନ୍ୟୁଏସନ ଶୀର୍ଷକ ପ୍ରବନ୍ଧ ପାଠ କରିଥିଲେ। ତାପରେ ଶ୍ଵେତା ମା ପୂର୍ବ ଅଧିବେଶନ ବିବରଣୀ ପାଠ କରିଥିଲେ। ସ୍ମିତା ରାୟମା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଚିଠି ପାଠ କରିଥିଲେ। ଏହାପରେ ସ୍ମିତା ବାଇମା ତୁମେ ହାତ ଧରି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ସଙ୍ଗୀତ ଗାନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଏହାପରେ ଲିପ୍ସିତା ମା ସଂସାର ପଥେ ପାର୍ଟ 1 ଚାପ୍ଟର 6 ପାଠ କରିଥିଲେ। ତାପରେ ଜ୍ଞାନ ଭାଇ ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଉତ୍ତର ଆଲୋଚନା କରିଥିଲେ। ଏହାପରେ ସିଦ୍ଧାର୍ଥ ତୁମ ପାଇଁ ଯେବେ ଫୁଟି ପାରିଲେନି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ସଙ୍ଗୀତ ଗାନ କରିଥିଲେ। ବରଦା ଭାଇ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କର ଉପସ୍ଥାନ ନେଇ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟଙ୍କ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରାଇଥିଲେ ଓ ପାଳିଆ ଭକ୍ତି ଓ ପାଇଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଇଥିଲେ। ଉଷା ମାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବିଶ୍ୱଦ ଭାଇ ଆସନ୍ତା ସଂଘ ପୂଜା 12/1/2020 ପାଇଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ମହାରାଜଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସମସ୍ତ ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ସସ୍ମିତା ମା ସେବାରେ ଥିବା ସମସ୍ତ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କ ତରଫରୁ ପାଳି ସେବାରେ ହୋଇଥିବା ସମସ୍ତ ଦୋଷ ତ୍ରୁଟି ପାଇଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଶ୍ରୀଚରଣରେ କ୍ଷମା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରିଥିଲେ। ପରିଶେଷରେ ଶ୍ରୀବାଣୀ ମହାନ୍ତି ମାଙ୍କ ନେତୃତ୍ୱରେ ଦୟାମୟ ଶ୍ରୀଚରଣ ବିଦ୍ୟା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ଗାନ କରାଯାଇ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ନାମ ସଂକୀର୍ତ୍ତନ ଓ ପରେ ପ୍ରଣାମ ପରେ ଆସନ ବନ୍ଦ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା। ଜ୍ଞାନ ଭାଇ ସଂଘସେବୀ ମାନଙ୍କ ଉପସ୍ଥାନ ନେବା ପରେ ସମସ୍ତ ଭକ୍ତବୃନ୍ଦ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ପ୍ରୀତି ସମ୍ଭାଷଣ କରି ବିଦାୟ ନେଇଥିଲେ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ମହାରାଜଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ଭୋଗ ନିବେଦନ କରାଯାଇ ବିଶ୍ରାମ ଦିଆଯାଇଥିଲା। ନିଗମ ଶ୍ରୁତି ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ସମସ୍ତ ଭକ୍ତବୃନ୍ଦ ପ୍ରସାଦ ସେବନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଚରଣସ୍ଥିତା ଭକ୍ତି ଓ ସସ୍ମିତା ମା। ଜୟଗୁରୁ।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ପ୍ରେମିକ ଗୁରୁ ଚିତ୍ତଶୁଦ୍ଧି। Chitta-Shuddhi, purification of mind, is the quintessence of the Hindu religion. Those who want to comprehend the essence of the Hindu religion have to pay special attention towards it. Those who haven't accomplished purification of mind cannot ascend to higher level of spiritualism. The sadhana for purification of mind is the preliminary sadhana and substratum of the Hindu religion. It is not possible to proceed on the path of sadhana of the Hindu religion unless one controls indriyas and conquers the inimical forces. Therefore, purification of mind nothing but control of pravriti, instinct, and tapasya, penance. Those who haven't secured stability of mind and control over indriyas are quite ignorant even though they are well versed in the scriptures. Moreover, those who haven't conquered inimical forces and haven't controlled indriyas are unacceptable not only in the path of devotion but also in the path of any other sadhana. On the other hand, he who is self-restrained and has accomplished purification of mind is accepted as a saint in the Hindu society and Hindu school of thought. He is at the forefront of all sadhanas. The foremost objective of religion is to regulate instincts and gradually channelize those towards God along the path of devotion. First of all, one has to accept sattvic food and harbor sattvic thought by giving up tamasic and rajasic food and thought. When antakarana, inner mind, is filled with sattvic feelings, devotion unfolds spontaneously. God, the ocean of compassion, is always attracting his loving creatures to the path of welfare and bliss through the sweet melodies of the flute of kindness. Just as a piece of iron covered with mud is not attracted by a magnet, similarly, heart of a man adulterated with darts of vices is not drawn unto him. He who has accomplished purification of mind through sadhana and has cleaned the impurities of heart cannot but be attracted towards God. One attains devotion only when he becomes deeply attached to God on being attracted to him. Moreover, devotion manifests spontaneously, illuminating the heart of sadhaka as soon as impurities of vices are removed by the purification of mind. Kama, lust and desire is the primary agent of polluting the human mind. Hence, it is a major obstacle on the path of devotion because karma is entirely opposite to bhakti. Hence, one cannot flourish in the presence of another. Tulsidas has rightly said, where there is kama, there is no Rama. Where there is Rama, there is no kama. Both do not go together. The sun and night hardly meet in the same harbor. Just as it is impossible to see the sun in the night, similarly a lusty person can never attain devotion. Hence, it is essential to control lust following the path of strict brahmacharya. One can accomplish thoroughly the purification of mind only by observing brahmacharya. One acquiring purification of mind, one will curb vices and mind will get rid of prime obstacles like bad company, evil thought, lust, anger, greed, attachment, pride, jealousy, violence, speaking ill of others, indiscipline, worldly worries, hypocrisy, lying, theft, talkative nature, illogical reasoning, and religious pomposity, etc. The devotion will manifest in the heart of sadhaka, emitting sweet and serene light. The book Brahmacharya Sadhana are rules and methods practicing brahmacharya, written by this author, elaborately discusses the ways of controlling karma and purification of mind. So there is no need of repeating it here. The interested readers can go through that book. Sadhu Sangha, company of saints. Just as bad company is the obstacle on the path of devotion, similarly Satsanga, company of saints, is supportive on the path of devotion. It is mentioned, Bhakti Su Bhagavat Sangena Parijayate, Narad Puran. Bhakti is attended by the company of bhaktas of Bhagavan. Just as the sun annihilates external darkness with its rays, similarly sadhus annihilate darkness of heart in all respects by the brilliant light of their divine words. Lord Sri Krishna has said, Satang Prasannama Vidya Samvida Bhavanti Utkarna Rasayana Katha Tajasana Daswa Pargam Gatmani Sadaratir Bhaktirno Klamasyati. Srimad Bhagavat 3:25-25. The subject concerned with my power, sweet and soothing to heart and ear, are discussed in the company of sadhus. On listening and recapitulating the glories of God, there gradually develops Radha, Rati, Bhakti and salvation. Prahlad, the great devotee, has said, until and unless a sadhaka is showered with the dust of the holy feet of sadhus, free from worldly ego, his mind cannot touch the lotus feet of the destroyer of worldly desires. Hence, one must always attend satsang without fail to attend devotion. When you get leisure in household chores, just enough for living, you sing the glory of God in satsang, because just when mind is delayed from divine thought, it is naturally possessed by Raja and Tamagunas and becomes very hasty, fickle and weak due to mundane thoughts. If mind along with Indriyas remains attached to the lotus feet of God in all situations and during all actions, devotion is gradually enhanced. So as long as devotion isn't awakened, one should listen to glories of God in Sadhu Sangha. This will increase interest in it and strengthen devotion. So Srimad Mahaprabhu Gauranga has said, तोपि हरो चित्तं श्रवणातो जतेत् सदा ततः प्रेम तथा शक्तिर्व्यसाञ्च तदा भवेत्. The impact of sadhu sangha is extremely amazing. What is not achieved by performing yoga and tapasya for thousands of years, indeed accomplished simply by joining sadhu sangha only once. Just by meeting a sadhu, man also emancipates himself from all vices. Gitaya shloka patena Govinda Smruti kirtanat sadhu darsana matrena chitta koti phalam lavet. One has to read the shlokas of the Gita and recollect the name of Govinda, then only one's vices are destroyed. But just at the sight of sadhu, one gets fruits of visioning, crores of pilgrimages, and all the vices are wiped out. The vices accumulated by one's previous births are destroyed by accepting oats, food dust, and padudaka, the water touched by foot. Hence, sadhu sangha basically begets devotion. In the assembly of sadhus, there is always the divine discussions, extremely soothing to hearts and ears. The nectar of divine words, such as soothes heart and sanctifies ear, as it gradually awakens Shraddha, Rati, and Prema on the path of devotion. Hence, satsang is the begetter, sustainer, enhancer, and protector of devotion. There is no other way to attain devotion than satsang. By the sight and contact of saint, the sattvic atoms overwhelm the tamasic atoms of common people. As a result, devotion is transmitted in no time, just as a beetle gives its appearance to black bee. Similarly, sadhus transform common people to sadhus by their company. There are frequent instances how several brutes and atheists have attained immortal life by coming in contact with sadhus. I shall conclude it by citing an example how sadhu sangha could transform a notable sinner to a saint. When Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Deva was staying in Nilachal, some unfaithful brutes engaged in a beautiful prostitute to test his genuineness. While Sri Gauranga Deva was once engrossed in enjoying the immense beauty of Bhagavan in meditation, the prostitute sat near him and touched his body. He lost concentration in meditation at the touch of the woman. However, he was still in divine trance. He sometimes opened eyes and sometimes closed. Again, for a while, he contemplated that he was at the closest proximity of a supreme loved one. In the next moment, he thought, "Where am I?" After spending some moments like this, he could realize that a woman sat beside him. He supposed Mother Sachidevi was probably come to meet me. Then he moved around the prostitute and addressing her, "Oh Mother," he started suckling from her breast. Like a baby coming in contact with him and captivated by such behavior. The prostitute said, "I am not your mother. I am a depraved woman, a sinner. I am enticed to spoil your spiritual attainment. Now you save me. I have no other way." Mahaprabhu instantly replied, "O mother, there is no slightest reason for anyone to lose hope in the realm of God. You give away among the poor and the needy whatever property you have purchased, and then come to me with your head turned. Therefore, I must do whatever is needed for you." Thus, the prostitute, inspired by those words, went to her residence, gave away whatever she had among the poor, turned her head, and returned to Gauranga Dev. Then Srimad Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of compassion, initiated her to Harinam Mahamantra. The loathsome life of the prostitute living on flesh trade became sublimely joyful due to company and contact of the saint. Thereafter, the prostitute gained supreme devotion. O reader, do you understand how beneficent is sadhu sangha? The study of the life of saints, reading of the scriptures, seeing sacred pictures, discussing divine topics, and visiting pilgrimages are also parts of sadhu sangha. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु हम संकीर्तन नेक्स्ट वीक करिया पढ़िया के लंबा अछि आज्ञा आज्ञा रखंतु तबे जस्ट पठेली दैट सम नोट्स अबाउट चित्तशुद्धि ठाकुर एठी कहचंती the two things he has talked about. One is sattvic ahara, sattvic chinta. Sattvic ahara la तम रजगुण आहार त्याग करी सात्विक आहार ग्रहण करिया तार आउ गोटे डेफिनेशन होला श्री श्री ठाकुर निवेदित भोग प्रसाद रूप में ग्रहणटा भी सात्विक आहार ताको ही सात्विक आहार कह जाए बोली हमर सत्यान भाई कहथिले ठाकुर को भोग दब भोग दी जहाँ प्रसाद रहिला से प्रसाद ठीक पाइबो सात्विक आहार कले कौन हुए ना सात्विक चिंता से खोराक जोगाए जो आप ये गोटे उपदेश गोटे ठाकुर लिखिं दुर्गाचरण सब कहते तुम्हें जदि जहा खाइब ताहार धक्कार हम जहा खाई जदि खटा जिन खाई आंबा धक्कार ही हम तेणु जदि रजगुणी खाद्य कि तमगुणी खाद्य खाइले सात्विक चिंता हेनी सात्विक चिंता ना भक्ति संचार हेनी सात्विक चिंता कौन भगवत चिंता हृदय पूर्ण करला तार बहुत गुड़ा अन्य प्रकार जिन अच्छी कह दोष दर्शन करेंगे पर निंदा पर चर्चा करेंगे चिंता यदि कौन खराब चिंता मन में आसीगला से चिंता दूर करने चेष्टा करेंगे एगुड़ाक है सात्विक चिंता साधु संघ अच्छी आम डेफिनेशन पर पढ़ा डिस्कसन करवा चित्तशुद्धि 6टी जिन ये संघ सेवक पुना संघ सेवक दिखाई जहाँ मन थी मन रू बाहर कर लिखी ये चैप्टर ठाकुर केवल सात्विक आहार सात्विक चिंता कथा कहते ब्रह्मचर्य साधन को रेफर कर ब्रह्मचर्य साधन किसी नोट भी आधे मुझे इनक्लूड करने चेष्टा कर जिनसा शब्दंत पाठ शब्दंत पाठ अल्सो इज पार्ट ऑफ साधु संघ ठाकुर लिखित अन्य पुस्तक संघर अन्य पुस्तक सब पाठ करिया कौन सी महापुरुषंकर जीवनी पढ़ा इत्यादि इत्यादि शब्दंत पाठ जाए आउ दुईटा रहा बड़ जिनस ये जिन गुड़ा ठीक ठीक करुवे सब उपदेश ग्रहण करेंगे यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट हिज एडवाइस एज अल्टीमेट ट्रुथ जहाँ कहते निश्चय ठीक निश्चयात्मिका वृत्ति न रही कौन कि उपदेश पालन कर आरंभ करते पालन कर किसी समय कलापर यू गेट सम ऑपोजिशन एंड यू figure out that's either too difficult to do or maybe it is not appropriate for this age and world because I am an IT worker in United States. It's probably never meant for that because there is no IT worker when Thakur was there, etc. से कौन हुए कि यदि आप मन में संपूर्ण रूपे विश्वास नहीं जहाँ कहते द्वारा किसी गोटे हम बोली से पालन कला बाधा से बाधा आसला बेलू गोटे गोटे बाधा है विभिन्न प्रकार बाधा अच्छी गोटे बाधा मनटा तार मन गोटे पड़ करने को इच्छा हो मैंने लेजी लगे सब स्टैन कहते उठिले देह खराब होगा कि हाँ देहटा भल लगे आज उठिनी सका पूजा करी यदि आप दृढ़ विश्वासटा थी सी सब बाधा गुड़ाक टे जल्दी बाहरी जापारे उपदेश पाए उपदेश ग्रहण करते भल भावे 100% बिलीफ रहा जहाँ उपदेश देते ही ठीक उपदेश पालन कला आउ प्रॉब्लम सब जिन कले कि कहले भी जब आप षड़ ऋतु उद्धार करने चेष्टा कर काम क्रोध लोभ मद मात्सर्य तीन ऋतु होती प्रधान से काम क्रोध लोभ तीन भितर 2 जन प्रधान से काम क्रोध से 2 जन भितर जड़े प्रधान काम कामना कामनाटा को धीरे धीरे कंट्रोल कर डिजायर्स और एक्सपेक्टेशंस और those kind of things they're all kind of plugged into kamana and just not lost is just one part of kamana but you expand that all these other things come into play आपण भाभी मो जॉब रे मते ए वर्ष प्रमोशन हवा दरकार प्रमोशन मिललानी कौन हम मन दुख है कामना मन दुख है जो राग लगे बस उपर मुझे कम कली मत देलानी से प्रमोशन क्रोध है सब लोभ होकर आगे जब आप जोगाड़ कर गल इत्यादि इत्यादि so just as an example there are a lot of other examples where it even goes into us without us knowing it especially amaro भाई माँ मैंने आम पिला मान को पालन कला बेले
କାମନାଟା ବହୁତ ଏତେ ଭାବରେ ଜଡି ହେଇ ରହିଯାଏ ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବାନି କେତେବେଳେ ଆସିଗଲା। ଆମ ପିଲା ଏତେ ମାର୍କ ରଖୁ କି ଏଇ ପାଠ ପଢୁ କି ନିଜ ଲାଇଫ ଡୁ ଦିସ୍, ସେ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡା ଯେତେବେଳେ ମନରେ ଆସିଯାଏ ଦେନ୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ କନଫର୍ମିଂ ଟୁ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ we start complaining about it or we start getting angry. ତେଣୁ ସେ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକୁ ଯଦି କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରିବେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଚିତ୍ତ ଶୁଦ୍ଧି ହେଇଯିବ। That is one of the things that we have to keep in mind. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଠାକୁର ଆମର ବ୍ରହ୍ମଚାରୀ ସାଧନ କହିଛନ୍ତି, ଏଠି ବ୍ରହ୍ମଚାରୀ ସାଧନକୁ ରେଫର କଲେ ଚିତ୍ତ ଶୁଦ୍ଧି ପାଇଁ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତାହାର ଶୁଦ୍ଧି ଉପରେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ଦିଆହେଇଛି। ଆଉ କେତେ ଗୁଡେ ଜିନିଷ ସେ ଠାକୁର ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି, ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷ ମୁଁ ଜଷ୍ଟ କୋଟ୍ କରିଛି, ନଟ୍ ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ। ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା ପରିକର୍ମ ସାଧନ। ପରିକର୍ମ ସାଧନଟା ବହୁତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଫର ଚିତ୍ତ ଶୁଦ୍ଧି or for having a better life or for making yourself a better human being or you getting accepted by everybody, whatever you call it. Parikrama sadhana is one of the chotiya charity 8 word re taku describe korchanti, seta ଟିକେ practice କରିକି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, you immediately get that result. ହେଲା ଅପରର ସୁଖ ଦୁଃଖ ପୁଣ୍ୟ ଓ ପାପରେ ବା ପାପର ଦର୍ଶନରେ ମୈତ୍ରୀ କରୁଣା ମୁଦିତା ଓ ଉପେକ୍ଷା ଅବଲମ୍ବନ କରି। ଅପରର ସୁଖ ମାନେ somebody ଗୋଟେ କୌଣସି କଣ ଗୋଟେ ତାଙ୍କର ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଯାହାଫଳରେ କି ସେ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଅଛନ୍ତି। ତ ଖୁସିଟା ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମନରେ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ମୈତ୍ରୀ ଭାବ ଆସିବ। ମିତ୍ରର ଯେମିତି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରମୋସନ ହେଇଗଲା, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯିଏ ପ୍ରକୃତ ସାଙ୍ଗ ହେଇଥିବ, ସାଙ୍ଗ ତ ବହୁତ ଥାନ୍ତି, ପ୍ରକୃତ ସାଙ୍ଗ ଯିଏ ହେଇଥିବ ସେ ଇର୍ଷା ନ କରି ଭାରି ଖୁସି ହବ, ଯାହା ହଉ ତାର ପ୍ରମୋସନ ହବାର ଥିଲା, ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଭେରି ଏଲିଜିବୁଲ ଫର ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍। ତେଣୁ ସେ ଶୁଭ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠାନରେ ଦେଖିଦେଲେ ଆପଣ ମନରେ ଖୁସି ହେଇଯିବେ। ଯଦି କାହାର ପାପ ଦେଖିଲେ ତାକୁ ଘୃଣା କରିବେନି, ଭଲ ମନ୍ଦ କିଛି ଦେଖିବେନି, ରାଇଟ୍? ମତେ କରୁଣା ଭାବ କରିବେ। ଯେମିତି ଯିଏ କରୁ ମାନେ କି ଅତ୍ୟାଚାର କଲା, କଣ କଲା, କି ଚୋରି କରିଦେଲା, କଣ କଲା, ତା ପ୍ରତି ଯଦି ଆମର ଘୃଣା ଭାବ ଆସିଗଲା କି ଅସୂୟା ଭାବ ଆସିଗଲା, ତା ଦେହରେ ଆମର ନିଜର ଚିତ୍ତଟା ବିଚଳିତ ହେଇଯାଏ। ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କଣ ତାର ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଲା ଯେ ସରି ଏଇଟା ସୁଖ ହଉଛି ଦୁଃଖ, ମୁଁ ପାପକୁ ପଳେଇଲି। ଦୁଃଖ ଦେଖିଲେ ସରି ମୁଁ ଟିକେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ, got too ahead of myself। ସୁଖ ଦୁଃଖ ପୁଣ୍ୟ ପାପ, ଦୁଃଖଟା ଦେଖିଲେ କରୁଣା। ଜଣେ ଦୁଃଖରେ ଅଛି ମାନେ ଆମକୁ ତା ପ୍ରତି କରୁଣା ପ୍ରୟାସ, କଣ ହେଲା, ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଇଗଲା, ଦେହ ଖରାପ ହେଇଗଲା, ହସ୍ପିଟାଲରେ ଅଛି, କାହିଁକି ସେ କଷ୍ଟ ପାଉଛି, କେମିତି ଭଗବାନ ତାର ମଙ୍ଗଳ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଏଇ ଚିନ୍ତାଟା ମନରେ ଯଦି ଆସିବ ମନଟା ସ୍ଥିର ରହିବ। ଇଏ ଦେହଟା ତ ଅନିତ୍ୟ, ତାର କଷ୍ଟଟା ବି ଅନିତ୍ୟ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ବୁଝିପାରୁନୁ ଅକାରଣରେ ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ ପାଉଛେ, କଷ୍ଟଟା କେମିତି ନ ହଉ, ଏଇ ଚିନ୍ତାଟା ଯଦି ମନରେ ଆସିଗଲା କରୁନା। ପୁଣ୍ୟ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆମର ମୁଦିତା, ଭଲ ପୁଣ୍ୟ କାମ ଜଣେ କଲା, ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ଯଦି ମନରେ ଆସିଲା ତାହେଲେ ହେଲ୍ପ କରେ ଚିତ୍ତ ଶୁଦ୍ଧି ହେବା ପାଇଁ। ଲାଷ୍ଟ ହେଲା ପାପ ଦେଖିଲେ ଉପେକ୍ଷା କରିବ, ଏଟାକୁ ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କରିବ। ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ ନଟ୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଟ୍ ସୁଡ୍ ବି, ଇଟ୍ କ୍ୟାନଟ୍ ବି, so I am rejecting in all ways and forms। ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ କଲେ ଆମର ବହୁତ ଇଏ ହୁଏ, ଉନ୍ନତି ହୁଏ, ଚିତ୍ତ ଶୁଦ୍ଧି ହେବାର ବହୁତ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରେ। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଠାକୁର ସେଇ ମନ୍ଦିର କହିଛନ୍ତି ଉଚ୍ଚଚିନ୍ତା। ସବୁବେଳେ ଭାବୁଥିବେ at some point I am also going to die, everybody has been dead who has been born in this world and the rest of them who are in this world they are also going to die someday। ଧର୍ମବକ୍ର ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯୁଧିଷ୍ଠିରଙ୍କୁ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ଯେ କି ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ, କୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ସଂସାରରେ ସବୁଠାରୁ ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ସେ କହିଲେ ଅନି ଭୂତାନି ଗଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ମାଳେ ସେ ଜୀବିତା ମୃଛନ୍ତି କି ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ ମତ କର। ସବୁଦିନେ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ମରିକିରି ଯମ ଘରକୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବଞ୍ଚିକିରି ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଆମର ଏଗୁଡା କିଛି ହବନି, ଆମେ ରହିବୁ ସବୁଦିନ। ସେଇଟା ହେଲା ସବୁଠାରୁ ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟର କଥା। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମ ମନରେ ସେ ଚିନ୍ତାଟା ବି ରହିବ, ତା ଫଳରେ କଣ ହବ ନା ଅହଙ୍କାର, ଅଭିମାନ, କାହାକୁ ଶୋଷଣ କରିବା, କି କାହାକୁ ପୀଡନ କରିବା, ଇତ୍ୟାଦି ଜିନିଷଟା ଆସିବ। ଜିନିଷ କାହିଁ କରିବି, गोटे जिन जन ठारू मोर से पक्य नुह कहीं ठीक है साधु संघ कथा तो पढ़िले तार 4-5टा पॉइंट अच्छी ठाकुर लास्ट को लिखिं गोटे लाइन रे साधु संघ खाली साधु मान सांगे रहा नुह आउ अन्य प्रकार जिन भी साधु संघर फलता लाभ होता है गोटे साधु जीवन आलोचना सदग्रंथ पाठ जीवन विषय पाठ कि कौन गोटे भल ग्रंथ पाठ कले भागवत पढ़ले कि गीता पढ़ले इत्यादि पवित्र चित्र दर्शन व्हाट यू सी इज आल्सो इन दैट भगवत कथा आलोचना ठाकुर कथा आलोचना कर साधु संघ तीर्थादि भ्रमण विभिन्न तीर्थ भ्रमण करवाटा भी साधु संघ जाए तेणु आम थ्रू फोन सिस्टम इंटरनेट व्हाटएवर यू कॉल इट एटी आम एकाठी होइछे जदियो आम घर माँ छड़ा क्या देखी पारना अदर देन गो टू वीडियो एथे भी आम संघ पूजा जॉइन कले भी साधु संघ होउची तार फलटा हमको निश्चय मिल अवश्य प्रकाश दर्शन देखिकी जयगुरु कहवा प्रमालिकन करवा तार तार महिमाटा अलगा किंतु आदि साधु संघ हुए ठाकुर निजे ये प्रेम प्रबोध कर साधु संघ भक्तिर उत्पत्तिर मूल कारण सांग होगले भक्तिटा बाहर हुए साधु साधक को सत्पथ आने प्रेरणा दिखती देखिए आमको लगे वी कैन बी इंस्पायर्ड देन भाई जन कि साधु दर्शन में सात्विक परमाणु आसिक तामसिक राजसिक परमाणु को अर्जित कर दिए तेणु अच्छी भक्ति लाभ हुए साधु संस्पर्श में कोटि जन्म पाप दूरीभूत हुए और भक्ति भाव संचार हुए ये थोड़े नोट से ठाकुर लेखारू आनी तो आमको टू स्टॉप दैट टाइम हियर जदि कहार किसी क्वेश्चन थाए क्विकली गोटे पचारत ना लेट्स गो टू आवर क्वेश्चन आंसर टाइम एंड विल डू द क्वेश्चन आंसर एट दैट टाइम ताले हमें डिस्कशन टाइप रखिया आउ गांधी महान जीवन कर अछि पटना से
जय गुरु भाई सुना जाय छी
आज्ञा
जय
আজি দয়ালু ঠাকুর হে নিরাসন কর আজি দয়ালু ঠাকুর হে নিরাসন কর করুণা করুণাই মাগে জড়িবেনি কর করুণা করুণাই মাগে জড়িবেনি কর নিরাসন কর আজি দয়া ঠাকুর হে নিরাসন কর জীবাণু দেইছ পরে মুরুছিবে মুখে পরে জীবাণু দেইছ পরে মুরুছিবে মুখে পরে রতিদানি প্রেম বাড়ি অদেখিনা কর প্রতিদানি প্রেম বাড়ি অদেখিনা কর নিরাসন কর আজি দয়ালু ঠাকুর হে নিরাসন কর সন্তানরাজি ক্ষমা কর অবিরাজি সন্তানরাজি ক্ষমা কর অবিরাজি Nayanare Napanare Simurati Nayanare Nayanare Napanare Simurati Nayanare Niribeni Akhi Mora Devasudhangira Niribeni Akhi Mora Devasudhangira Nirasana Aji Doyalo Thakuram Nirasana Aji Doyalo Thakuram Nirasana Karuna Karnaye Mage Jodi Beni Kora Karuna Karnaye Mage Jodi Beni Kora Nirasana Karam Aji Doyalo Thakuram Nirasana Karam.
Jai Guru. Sansara Pathe, Chapter 6, Performing Householders' Duty. In society, all those who are employed, regardless of the field they are in, are equally facing contradictions. Those who won't fall short of their needs and quitting employment must not continue with it. Slowly and quietly keep on doing the duties. It is not need of hour to keep satisfying someone else's wish. Maintain a steady state of mind in every situation. Tragedy is a lifelong companion. Sleeping on the floor of the ocean, fearing to get wet with dew will not help while continuing on the path of householder. In adversity, it is the duty of everyone to keep chanting his name by taking refuge at his lotus feet. It's necessary to carry on own responsibilities by understanding the expectations and importance of householders' duties as they deem appropriate. If you feel appropriate to get married after deliberating from all directions, then it is the duty to get married. If you feel otherwise, don't get married even at the request of Sri Gurudev. Service to the poor and destitute as embodiment of God is preferred among all options, and the same is also the supreme directive. So, depending on one's own abilities in any form, it's religious duty to keep serving mankind as embodiment of Narayan. Keep carrying on your duties without focusing on moments and hours. That will be a meaningful service to Gurudev. While facing destiny and performing householder duties, keep mind engulfed in happy eternal world.
This call is being recorded.
While facing destiny and performing householder duties, keep mind engulfed in happy eternal world and keep thinking of you came and will depart this world alone. Nothing from this mortal world will accompany you. It is the duty of householders to spend the remaining days of life by taking his holy name and entrusting him completely in mind, intellect, and ego. One will have to feel pain in separation of possessed wealth and any near and dear ones, without getting distracted in prosperity and adversity, in happiness and misery, facing karma like a warrior, and continuing on predetermined path is human sadhana. Without keeping eyes on fruits of success, continuing to accomplish expected duties is ideal for householders. I bless you at all times, keeping steady aim in life. Stay eager to carry on duties like an ideal householder with a smiling face. There is no need to get perturbed
about life or death which is not under the control of humans. Upbringing children, educating them, availing good health care, and nursing them during sickness are the duties of parents. No one is empowered to defy death. Medicine only supplements the nature's healing process, else medicine don't have power to increase lifespan. So illness, grief, life, death, separation by space or time is daily routine in this mortal world. There is no need to be pained by it. So devotees blessed by Sri Gurudev don't get surprised by it. Keep fulfilling your duties with a smiling face. Do not be insincere toward duties to the best of. Do not be insincere toward duties to the best of your abilities. Usually, people notice religious rituals and external actions, so it's duty of the householder to continue without bringing attention. It is the duty of his principal companion to consider universal welfare of Lord, hence virtue. Don't deviate from that virtuous path. Will not get blemished if relying on God, carrying on the journey of life by taking shelter in truth. When country faces difficult times, it's duty to completely surrender to God and keep spending time by taking His holy name. It is wise to be prepared for all kinds of difficult situations. Be careful to not lose focus either in prosperity or in adversity. Serving poor and destitutes are embodiment of God. Fulfilling the mother's role in the life of an orphan, devoting life in the service of creation are duties of ideal householders. Consider it as a serious offense to be insincere to your duties in this material world. Those who are insincere to their expected duties won't be able to accomplish anything bigger. As a result, even demigods will go against them in accomplishing their selfish goals. You are householder living in a society, so breaking social customs and going against Brahmin or family priest is not appropriate. In particular, it's better to be careful in following prohibitions when performing spiritual and demigod rituals. Regardless of whatever the trouble may be, never promise to perform animal sacrifices. Common people make promises of sacrificial offerings in challenging times, but in reality, instead of improving the situation, it aggravates the sufferings. God is satisfied with little bit of devotion, but He can't be bribed. So never make promises of animal sacrifices. There are some medicines which, being taken, disease get more severe. The reason being that medicine stimulates the organism in the process of killing them. Similarly, devotees with desires, preserved from multiple incarnations with blessings from Almighty, goes through bad dreams. So there are reasons for bad dreams. Things which otherwise would have happened in reality is alternatively experienced through it. Without getting worried about accepting it as blessings of Almighty, it's duty of householders to stay inert to these events. Do not spend marital life in undisciplined way. Try to learn self-restraint even staying in household. This is known as practicing ideal householder life. Until both the husband and wife are fully grown-up adults, they must practice celibacy. While carrying out own responsibilities of being on the path of truth and legality, if people grow enmity, then accept their unfair behavior with a bowed head without a second thought. Not paying attention to them is an object of human pursuit. Keeping God in your heart as witness, carry on your responsibilities. Even after that, if you have to experience ill treatment, consider it as results of your past deeds. It is the duty of householders to accept those sufferings as the gift of Almighty. Sickness, grief, happiness, sorrow are the daily affairs of this world. It will not work by getting discouraged on this. Without getting discouraged, relying on God completely, keep on doing your duties, leaving the result on divine. No one has ever been satisfied from their materialistic wants, neither there is any hope. Mughal emperors have not managed to get themselves satisfied even after occupying jewel-decorated peacock throne. So everyone has to get themselves satisfied in whatever conditions they are in. Enforce your dependent family members to be satisfied in the prevailing condition. Do not get distracted in family trouble or social hypocrisy. If you keep competing with society, you will grow your list of wants. Necessity will keep chasing the earnings. Trying to increase earnings by remaining on the path of truth and honesty to keep dependent family members comfortably is the duty of householder. Being mercurial is the tendency of mind. As written on destiny, mind will more or less be fickle once in a while. As long as you are a householder, adverse and unfortunate events will occur. Be there no doubt about it. Hence, it is the duty of householders to be prepared for whatever may come their way. In adversity or prosperity, misery or comfort, illness or grief, at all times, keep on doing your duties with a smiling face, such that no one will be able to disorient you from your objective. Be immortal by spreading the greatness of Joy Guru holy cry in this mortal world. May your heart be filled with devotion, arms be strength, peace and happiness in mind. Be Gurudev's pedestal firmly be instated in your heart. Joy Guru.
Joy Guru. So we have for 5 minutes the question. Let's bring them up. Looks like we don't have any questions. Don't know whether it's a really good sign everybody understood everything or not so good sign people aren't paying attention. There could be a number of other points in between those two. Anyway, good ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ଆଜି discussion କରିଥିଲେ ଟିକେ ଘଣ୍ଟା ଦେଖି time ତତ୍ପର ଭାବରେ I could not mention. ଯୋଉ ପରିକ୍ରମ ସାଧନା କଥା କହିଲେ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଜିନିଷ ସବୁ ମନନ କରିକିରି କାମରେ ଲଗେଇବେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ କରିବେ ସେଠି ଜଣା ପଡେ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି କି ନାହିଁ ଯୋଉ ମୈତ୍ରୀ କରୁଣା ମିଳିତ ଅପେକ୍ଷା 2-3-4ଟା ଜିନିଷ କହିଲେ ଦେଖିଲେ ମୈତ୍ରୀ ଭାବ କରିବ ମୈତ୍ରୀ ଭାବ ଆସିଲେ କଣ ହୁଏ ନା ଆମ ଭିତରୁ ଇଚ୍ଛାଟା ପଳାଏ କହିଲି ଯେ ଇଚ୍ଛା କରିବନି ବୋଲି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଅଲସୋ ଟ୍ରୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଜଣ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ପ୍ରକୃତ ବନ୍ଧୁତା କଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ସେ ଜେଲସିଟା ଆସିବ ଜେଲସି ଯିବାର ଗୋଟେ ଉପାୟ ହେଲା ମୈତ୍ରୀ ଭାବ ଅବଲମ୍ବନ କରିବା one important thing for us to kind of think and how we can apply କରୁଣା ସେମିତି ଯେମିତି ଆମର ନିଜର ଦୁଃଖ ହେଲେ ଆମକୁ କଷ୍ଟ ହଉଛି ରାଇଟ୍ କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଇଗଲା ଗଲେ ଥିଙ୍କ ଏଇଟା କେମିତି ହେଲା ସେମିତି ହେଲା ଇତ୍ୟାଦି ଯଦି ଅନ୍ୟର ଦୁଃଖ ଦେଖିକି ସେଇ ଫିଲିଙ୍ଗଟା ଆମର ଆସିଲା ସେଇଟା ଗଲା କରୁଣା ସେ ଫିଲିଙ୍ଗଟା ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆସିଗଲେ ଆମ ମନରେ ସେ ଇଏ ଧାରଣାଟା ବି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆସିଯିବ ଯେ ସେ ଆମ ଭିତରେ ସେ ଯେମିତି ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ବି ସେ ସେମିତି ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଧାରଣାଟା କଲେ ବି ଏ ଧାରଣାଟା ସେଇଟା ବହୁତ ହାୟର ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍ ସବୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ପୁରୀ ରହିଛନ୍ତି ହରି ସେ ଧାରଣାଟା ଟିକେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ହାୟର ଷ୍ଟେଜ୍ କିନ୍ତୁ ସବୁ ତ ସେଇ ମନନରେ ହୁଏ ମନନ କଲେ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କଲେ ନିଜକୁ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ଡେ ଅବଜର୍ଭ କଲେ କେତେ ଥର ମୁଁ କରିପାରିଲିନି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କଲେ ଦେନ୍ you will see the results of that ତାପରେ ମୁଦିତାଟା ହେଲା କାହାର ପୁଣ୍ୟ ଦେଖିବ ପୁଣ୍ୟ ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳେ ମୁଦିତା ମାନେ ଖୁସି ହବା ହର୍ଷୋତ୍ଫୁଲ୍ଲ ମାନେ ମନରେ ଗୋଟେ ଖୁସି ଆଣିବା ଜଣେ କିଏ ଗୋଟେ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ କାମ କରୁଛି ପୁଣ୍ୟ କାମ ଗୋଟେ କିଛି କରୁଛି ତାକୁ ଦେଖିକିରି ଆମର ଖୁସିଟା ଆସିବା ଦରକାର ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ କଥା ତାକୁ ବହୁତ ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ So hope there is 1 minute. Anybody else has anything? ଆଜ୍ଞା ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି ଭଲ ଭାବେ ଟିକେ ଭଏସଟା ରେଜ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ଶୁଣ
ଉନ୍ନତି ଦେଖିଲେ ଖୁସି ହବ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହବ କରିବେନି କିନ୍ତୁ କମ୍ପିଟେଟିଭ ମାଇଣ୍ଡଟା ରଖିବା ସବୁ ଖରାପ ଜଣଙ୍କର ମାନେ ଜଣେ ଗ୍ରୋଥ କରୁଛି ମାନେ ତାକୁ ସେ
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭଏସଟା ଟିକେ ଥରେ ଭଲ କରି ଆସିଲାନି. What I understand from what you are asking is what is wrong with having a competitive mind. If I have a competitive mind, then how can I be happy with somebody else's, खुशी or in a better position? ଆଜି ଟିକେ ଖାଲି ସୁସ୍ମିତ କହିଦେଉଛି, ଟାଇମ୍ ହେଇଯିବ. So we'll talk about it definitely in the coming session, maybe next week. କଥାଟା ହଉଛି କଣ କି ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ୍ ତ ଆମର ବାର୍ଷିକ ଉତ୍ସବ ଚାନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ, ତାପରେ ଦେଖିବା. କଥାଟା ହଉଛି କଣ କି competitiveness brings a lot of sorrows to you. You have to decide whether being eternally happy is what you want, or you want to stay in the Satnam. But the other part of that is achieving success in your own material world is not that dependent on seeing somebody else not do well, which is what we are trying to talk about. So how you think about it, how you go about it, it's very natural to see somebody got promoted and you didn't. To get some jealousy from that is very natural. Or you are competing against somebody and say, okay, I will get this and nobody else does. That is one side. But at least my opinion, working in this Western system for so long, that when you move up to another level and start bringing things together and help others to succeed as well as you to succeed, that really shows a different part of your leadership, which brings you more success. At least my thinking. At the same time, you have to also be worried about others doing the same thing that you are thinking of doing. So there are ways to prevent that. So I would like to take a little bit more time and discuss and give you some examples from my own experience. We'll probably do it another time as the time is already minutes for that. So Saraswati, when you are ready, Prarthana today. Jai
Guru. Ashe Thakura Nabina Sundara Ashe Thakura Nabina Sundara Asamoruda Mandire Asamoruda Mandire Tumari Santa Madhura Murati Tumari Santa Madhura Murati Darsana Kamana Kare Darsana Kamana Kare Dala Dala Dui Nayana Jugala Tahi Prema Bari Srabe Abirala Dala Dala Dui Nayana Jugala Tahi Prema Bari Srabe Abirala Karuna Nayane Karuna Chahani Karuna Nayane Karuna Chahani Mupapa Santa Pare Mupapa Santa Pare Abhaya Charana Hoi Parasana विश्ववासी जने अभय देना अभय चरण होई परसन विश्ववासी जने अभय देना शिखर परश अपवित्र जड़े शिखर परश अपवित्र जड़े परम पवित्र करे परम पवित्र करे असहे ठाकुर बसरु दसने न सहे त्रिताप कर परसने कर सुशीतल प्रेम बरसने कर सुशीतल प्रेम बरसने प्रार्थना करे कतरे प्रार्थना करे कतरे के जी मोर का पास जीवी हृदय जल कागे कईवी के अच्छी मोर का पास जीवी हृदय जल कागे कईवी कई चरणे संतनालवीवी कई चरणे संतनालवीवी रही चरण धारे रही चरण धारे असहे ठाकुर न बिना सुंदर असहे ठाकुर न बिना सुंदर असमोरुद मंदिरे असमोरुद मंदिरे जय गुरु
Joy Guru. Joy Guru, young aspirants, this is Borda Bhai. Let me first start taking your attendance, and in the meantime, think about questions, okay? If you have any question you would like to discuss in the group, I will give a pause and we will discuss. So, Aditi?
जय गुरु भाई
Joy Guru. Arya sir?
जय गुरु भाई
Joy Guru. IC?
जय गुरु
Joy Guru. Anhik? Anhik? Looks like Anhik is absent. Ons?
जय गुरु भाई
Joy Guru. Anshul?
जय गुरु भाई
Joy Guru. Arnab?
जय गुरु भाई
Joy Guru. Aaron?
भाई तीजा जॉइन करना है आरस ना आरस
Joy Guru bhai. Joy Guru. Absent. Aryan?
Aryan. Looks like Aryan is absent. Jemu.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Gyan. Gyan. Looks like Gyan is absent. Debangi. Debangi. Looks like Debangi is also absent. Divyam.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Tinu.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Ibha. Ibha. Looks like Ibha is also absent. Jagrot.
Thank you.
Joy Guru. Noitik.
Vaishak Australia.
Joy Guru. Joy Guru. Protyusha. Protyusha. Joy Guru. Joy Guru. Protyusha. Protyus.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Saraswat. Saraswat. There is singing. I'm sure he is present. Arthak. Arthak Junior. Looks like he's absent. Bhakti.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. And Bobby.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Shilpi. I think they're still in India. Shilpi and Annie.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Shreyasi.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Jimmy.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Siddharth. I think both are absent today. Simran.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Srija.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Suhani, I think Suhani will be absent. Yukta.
Jai Guru Bhai.
Joy Guru. Yukta should be present, yeah. So we still have quite a bit of absent going on. I think it is.
Jai Guru Bhai. This is
Yes.
Saraswati still here.
Saraswat? Right. You are present, yeah. I could not hear you, but you were singing the song, so I kept you present.
Jai Guru Bhai. Aryan coaches, more Ajik Basichu.
Oh, Aryan, okay, you are there, but I called, I could not hear probably. Okay, you are present now.
Anik be present.
Anik is also present? Okay, let me present him also. Okay. Okay, you both have been. So this is good. Our attendance is done. So let me ask, anybody has any question? Let me tell you one thing, okay? Just like anything in this world, okay? If you want to get, or if you want to, actually basically what we are looking for experience. We are looking for different types of experience, whether that is good for us or bad for us or whatever, that's different. We are always looking for experience. But you cannot have experience if you don't have knowledge about it, okay? So the interesting thing is you want a smartphone because you have seen a smartphone, you have known about a smartphone, you have seen somebody else is using a smartphone, somebody else does different things in it. Because you have knowledge about it, that's why you want it. You want to experience. You know, a small baby who is born has no idea about a smartphone, doesn't require. The baby only knows maybe to interested in eating chocolate or whatever we know. So our wants are always governed by what we know. So always experience precedes. There is one thing comes before you want for experience is the knowledge about something. That knowledge may not be complete. The knowledge gets only complete after it is experienced. So knowledge has two components. One is the Knowledge actually creates that desire for something because you have that knowledge, but you don't know until you, let's say, I will say that how does it taste to eat a chocolate, or maybe let's say rasgulla, okay, Indian sweet, which you probably all know. But if you go and tell to one of your classmates who is not from India or not acquainted with foods from India, you say, there is something called rasgulla. It's very tasty. He will imagine, he or she will imagine, maybe you can say it is sweet, it is made out of milk, it is made out of cheese or whatever. That person will have imagination. Yeah, maybe it is good, maybe it looks like this, you showed the picture. So he has a lot of knowledge he is gaining. These knowledge are theoretical.
I'm Srija, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead with your question. Let me first listen your question, then I will complete my discussion, then I will answer your question. But first go with your question.
Why do we wear chandan in our head, and why do we drink chanamanta?
Okay, I will discuss this. This is very nice, okay? It's very nice. We will discuss it. So, let me first finish what I was talking about, okay? So that I don't miss my own thought process. So, you need always, you have some knowledge. You have some knowledge you gathered from people, some information, but it has not been experienced yet. So, you have not experienced the knowledge. You have not experienced rasgulla yet. So that knowledge remains incomplete. Okay, that knowledge remains incomplete. And now you got a chance. Maybe your friend visited your house someday and you happen to have rasgulla, you offered him or her, and he or she ate it, and whether that like or dislike is a different thing. But that person now have the real experience of what is called rasgulla. Okay, real experience of what is called rasgulla. At that point, knowledge made a complete circle. It had built up with the theoretical knowledge that what it is, and now it got an experimental, the knowledge got tested, and it got the experiential knowledge, and the knowledge got complete. So no knowledge, all the knowledge, until it gets experiential, it always remains incomplete. Okay, this is a very important thing to know. But that person, if he has no idea about rasgulla, absolutely no idea, maybe he will or she will never, even if somebody offers, he may not accept it. He may think it is something not important, something maybe not a good thing to eat. If anybody offers you anything, none of us will eat probably, even that person is offering, because we have absolutely no idea. We'll look at it, maybe, we'll say, I don't. So, anything we do in this world, anything we do in the world, if you look at it, it is always preceded by certain knowledge which are not experienced, but we have heard about it, we have listened about it, we have, or maybe we have seen, but we have not experienced. So, experiential knowledge makes the knowledge complete. So, there is two things. One is a theoretical knowledge, you have something, and then there is the process where you experience it. Then the knowledge gets completely complete. Knowledge gets complete because it is now experiential knowledge. Spirituality is about reaching to that experiential knowledge. Okay, of course, all the discussions and everything we are doing in the young aspirant session and everything, it's providing you the framework. It is explaining what that rasgulla is, how it looks, what it tastes, how it is made up of. We are talking all different things about the rasgulla. But your knowledge will not be complete if you don't eat it. Okay, so the way Indian spiritual tradition started, it was always on the experiential side. It was real emphasis was on experience. So, for instance, there is the four parts of. We talk about always, Thakur did four sadhana, right? They started with a tantra, and then went to Gyan, then went to yoga, then went to bhakti. So if you look at this tantra and all these things, it's always experiential. Okay, Thakur had different experiences, but the Guru. So in the ancient time, what happens is when a disciple goes to the master that, sir, I want to know God, then the master would say, okay, if you want to know God, do this. He would not answer that what God is. He would not tell, okay, God is this, God lives there, God's name is this, or whatever. You say that I want to know God, he says do something. Okay? What it means is that he wants to give you the experiential knowledge of God, because not a theoretical knowledge. If you get as much theoretical knowledge of Rasgulla, you still don't experience Rasgulla, then you don't know whether you like it or not. So what it means is if we really want to truly understand spirituality, we will have to do something. Okay? We will have to do something. We will have to really experience it. But you will see that the interesting thing is your level of experience is always also dependent on the level of your knowledge. So knowledge and experience go hand in hand. So let me tell you. So you ate Rasgulla. Okay, you got some experience. You got experience, you taste something, let's say, if you may like or not like, let's say you like. Okay, it could be, in both ways we can do analysis, but let's say you liked it. You liked it, you enjoyed the Rasgulla, then you started eating hundreds of Rasgulla, or even may not be able to eat, but let's say 20, 30, whatever. And then you, day after day, you started. Then what happens? It tastes good, but it may not be good for your health in a large quantity. You started having difficulty, this, that, or if somebody has diabetic problems, it gets aggravated. It gets into a lot of problems. So, but you thought it is tasty, good, and all these things. Now you learn more. Okay, that this comes with a lot of fat, a lot of sugar, which is not good for health if you eat in excess amount. So you need to limit. Okay, to optimize your experience. Otherwise, the same experience which you are hankering for, trying to eat Rasgulla and satisfy your taste, can put you in trouble. So the more knowledge you gain, you say, okay, Rasgulla is good, but in maybe 1 or 2, not like 20. Okay, even if it tastes good, that's a different state of knowledge. Now you learned about it, you ate it, you got the experience, which is a very joyous and nice sweet food. But then you started eating more, you learned that it's not a good thing to eat. You will learn more and more and more you experience. For instance, when to eat a Rasgulla. So one day, there are a lot of food given to you, Rasgulla is there. So you jumped in and started eating a couple of Rasgulla before eating food. What happens if you eat too much sweet in the beginning? You lose your appetite. Now all other food you don't feel like eating actually, but your body was needing. It is a meal lunch time. You are supposed to eat a full lunch, but because you started eating fast Rasgullas, then you did not feel like filling your tummy with enough food. So now you feel hungry after some time. It created a disturbance in your life process. You learned one thing. Okay, even if I eat sweet, even if I eat Rasgulla, I will eat Rasgulla at the end of the meal. Okay. These are learning will come more and more. You experience, you learn. Then you again experience, you learn. Again experience, you learn. So learning and experience. This knowledge becomes learning when it is experienced. And this learning and experience, it goes hand in hand. Okay, it's like a two wings of the bird. Okay, it is like two wings of the bird. And you are doing that, you are going and doing it is like your action. Okay, so there are three things. Okay, three things to remember: knowledge, experience, and the process of doing it. Okay, your action, experience, and knowledge. Action, experience, and knowledge. Knowledge, action, experience. Knowledge, action, experience. Always remember this: knowledge, action, experience. So it's like. That is how it can fly. That's how the bird can fly. Two wings, okay? Knowledge and experience, and then you keep doing it. Then it reinforces. All the things we are discussing and learning in the Young Aspirant session, we need to put it into test. Time to time, put it to it. Is it something really working? Is it something what we are talking about working in my life? Do I need to do something different? Why do I, she's asking this simple question: why do we put chandan? Why do we take charnamrita? What is the essence behind? So, I don't know, Simran or Srija, one of you asked, these are all practices of only one of the paths. It's actually a major part of one of the paths. One of the paths is bhakti. There are 4 paths, as we discuss always. Out of that, bhakti is one of the paths where these are the practices of the bhakti. So what happens is this chandan is a symbol of sanctity and purity. Okay, it's a sanctity of purity, and it has a lot of healing power. By the way, it has a lot of medicinal power. It has a lot of it soothes the mind. It soothes the skin. It has a lot of medicinal effect. You can do a study on what is chandan. It is the sandalwood, and we make a paste out of it. So if you read about it, it has a lot of medicinal power. But at the same time, it actually soothes. It actually calms down your nerve system. So in ancient, those who are truly Vaishnavites, those who practice this bhakti as the only one and the rigorous. By the way, in our Sangha, the practice, although it is more bhakti oriented, because most of the people, because that's kind of a common factor for everybody, but our Sangha practice incorporates all of them actually in a very systematic way, which requires a little time to think about, but still we are predominantly practice this bhakti path because of our cultural origin and all these things. But Thakur himself is not limited to only bhakti, by the way, because he has. That is the very reason why actually the design was such. He went from one path to other. He completed everything. So that because he is the universal guru, because he is the Jagat Guru, what we call, because he has gone through all, so that he can guide people in any path, by the way. But although our Sangha, where because of our association right now and the people background, it may change in future. We don't know, but it is bhakti dominated. But those who are really, really bhakti dominated, Vaishnavites, truly Vaishnavites, you will see that not only they put this chandan or sandalwood paste on their forehead, and there are different places they will put in the chest. They will also put in their arms. They will put at different places in the body. They will put in the nose. There are reasons for it actually. So what happens is our human body, the nervous systems are in a different direction. So what happens is the agitation of mind is triggered by nerve systems actually. So all our electrical impulses, how the mind and all the signals goes through nerves actually. So this sandalwood paste has those healing power actually. It can soothe the nervous system, so that mind can become more devotional, more focused and stuff like that. And this Charanamrita actually is also another thing. We have discussed that long back. That why the feet of Thakur is or the person is important, because feet is the center of all. It is actually the core of attention. It is actually the center of our nervous system, because this is the place of awareness. So what Vaishnavites do, or the bhakti path, we wash the feet of the Guru and then take that water. The idea is by doing that, you also not only you paid your respect to your Guru at the highest level, as we discussed before scientifically, but also at the same time this water actually reminds you that you are having his blessings. What happens is you can do all these things in your mind actually. If somebody thinks that you take the Charanamrita in your imagination, it also works the same way. It just has to trigger that feeling in you actually. But in the spiritual practice and the cultural backing, we have created that I take that water and then take a little bit to feel that, okay, now not only I got the attention of Thakura, but that knowledge is also coming to me. Okay, that knowledge is also coming to me. Okay, so I got the highest attention of my guru and also blessing, and this Charnamrita is, that's why it's very, very important. Actually, in India there are so many ways. Charnamrita is one, then there is, you probably don't know, but when you will grow up, maybe you will start knowing more. There is called a Nirmalya in Jagannath temple. They give a little bit of rice, which has been cooked and then dried. And those are actually Vaishnavic symbols. I grew up in Puri, which is the center of Bhakti movement. There are so much things they do actually it's all grounded to focus your mind to devotion, basically. Okay, so that's why it is there. So one thing I'm missing till now, this song Saraswata is singing, that keeping Thakur in our heart is the essence of that song, and reminding him always. The biggest one of the thing would happen, you will see that more and more you practice. Without practice, what happens is, as we discussed, knowledge doesn't get complete. So when knowledge doesn't get complete, or experiential knowledge, what happens is it just creates more anxiety, chaos in the mind. So sometimes it is better to not have the knowledge. If you are gaining knowledge, try to experiment it as much as possible. Okay. If you don't experiment it, what happens is just knowledge expands exponentially. That knowledge is theoretical, and it just gets you into random arguments, this, that, and it goes nowhere actually. But if you tweak that feedback, you learn, you experimented, come back, learn, experiment, come back, that loop, if you create that loop going as quick as possible, spiritually you will make a tremendous progress. It has to just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You will learn, you experiment, you come back, learn, experiment, come back, and that process, as fast as it goes for you, that is the rate of your spiritual progress. You can go slow, but the problem which is slow is there is a reason that problem of a slow movement is bad in the current world. Is because the theoretical knowledge part, which is the information we gather, it is so easily accessible now. It's so easy. Internet, phone, this, that, connectivity, media, social media. So this information is growing so fast. If you don't quickly experiment, that can create all sort of mental problems, distraction, anxiety, stress, all these things. But if quickly you experiment, what happens, you will see that you will have the ability to pull out the relevant information you need and reject all other things actually. Because, for instance, people start talking about Rasgulla. Rasgulla feels like whatever. It is, some people say it is sweet, some people say it is sour, some people say it is pungent, whatever people can tell. And some people, but because none of them have any experience, but they are talking about it. He heard from somebody, but you are taking all the information and you are now more chaos. So maybe somebody says, you ask him, how did you know? No, my Indian friend said. Okay, maybe that Indian friend has never eaten Rasgulla because Rasgulla is not very popular in, let's say, in Punjab or Uttarakhand or Jammu and Kashmir. It's not popular. And he absolutely has no idea. But he's Indian. But you got the impression that it is a sweet from India. And the Indian is saying that it is pungent. But actually Rasgulla is sweet. He has no idea. So knowledge can get contaminated and it can be wrong in many ways. But once you experiment it, that knowledge is complete. At least nobody can fool you now that Rasgulla is sweet. Rasgulla looks made out of cheese. Rasgulla is in a sugar syrup or whatever. That knowledge is now complete. Then next one, maybe whether it is eating 20 of them is good for or not. That may be next experiment. When is the good time to eat it? Before the meal or after the meal? All these knowledges, you keep on experimenting on Rasgulla, you get it. Similarly, spirituality, say, how do I practice? What time I should practice? There are like regular rules are there, but general rules, but it can be particular for you. Okay, so these are the things. It becomes experimental. That is important, and so I think I did not answer the. So why to keep Thakura in your heart is important is because that is where you will get the experiential knowledge of Thakur. If you keep him in his head, it is theoretical. So you have to keep in his heart. We will discuss why heart is the gateway between your mind and spirit. Okay, heart is in the middle from your mind and spirit. We will discuss next class. So today our time is already up. Bhava Vinimaya is today by Bhava Vinimaya. Bobby is Bhava Vinimaya. Bobby, go ahead. Joy Guru. Anybody has a question?
Yeah, no? Sorry, Jai Guru, it's like I sat down late for puja.
Okay, I will keep you present. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, Bobby, go ahead with your Bhava.
Jai Guru. Today I have Bhava Vinimaya Seva. I'm having a great time in my first year of high school thanks to the grace of Thakura. I've been able to make new friends and do fun activities. I've learned a lot from the wise sessions, including lessons that have helped me in 9th grade. I've learned to be more patient when waiting for specific things to happen and being able to work with whatever outcomes come out of a decision I made. I've also learned to take high school one day at a time so that I don't stress myself or make it feel overbearing. I prayed to Thakura to guide me through the rest of high school and give me his blessings in order for me to succeed. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Today in Nigam Upadesha, we heard that complete dependency on Guru leads to the path to achieve the ultimate truth. Even this morning, in the morning session, Jnanabhai read from Sangha Sevaka that Sadguru has accepted the responsibility from Jagat Guru to lead disciples to Shiva Tattva. Hence, dependency is the key. It's the route to realize God. No sadhana or any skill or effort is required, but the ability to have total faith and conviction in your Guru. This dependency is similar to that of a newborn or a baby on his parents. We all know that babies are incapable of taking care or protect himself or herself. The parents are aware of this shortcoming and feel responsible for the baby's health, well-being. The baby may never question the parents' decisions or behavior. However, to reach this total state of dependency, I think it's easier said than done. We as adults, in our ignorance, we question every situation, we complain continuously. Doubt and distrust have somehow become our second nature. So as a result, peace and happiness has become elusive. We forget that Thakura has given us the assurance, Jo mane mo upare nirbhar paschante mo tanko hath dhari mukti dhamako nechibi. So all we need to do is to surrender to him, chant his name, and always remember him and keep him in our heart. I pray to Sri Thakura that he gives me this ability to achieve this dependency on him. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, Ma, please invite for Madhyana Bhoga and Evening Puja. Swami.
Agya bhai. Jai Guru. Bobby and I invite Shri Thakur Maharaj, all Bhai, Mars, and young aspirants for the next session Puja, and I invite Shri Thakur for Madhyana Bhoga and the Ma and Bhai Manas to accept the prasada. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Next week, Sunday, January 19th, is our annual day. In behalf of other Paryas, Ravi Bhai, Subhasis Bhai, Vishwit Bhai, Vishwit Rai Bhai, Udika Ma, Usama, Pallavi Ma, Saraswat, and Sivan Mahantima, I invite Sri Thakur and all Bhais, Mahas, and young aspirants to join us on this auspicious day at Nigam Smruti Mandira, or if you cannot make it, please join us via YouTube channel as well as our normal phone line. And I also request Thakur to be present and make this occasion successful. Jai Guru. So we also have Adivasi Puja day before, Saturday, 7 o'clock Arati, 6:30 Pratikya. And next day it will be 5:30 Pratikya and 6:30 Saraswata Puja, and then followed by Arati. First session, then we'll have second session at 9 o'clock. Maybe we'll see how quickly everything else ends. When it's 9 or 9:30, we'll have second session. Let's go to next Sangha Puja, which will be our first Sangha Puja of the year after annual day. Devangi, please invite for young aspirants.
She has not joined today.
Oh, she hasn't joined today. Okay, that's fine. Anjanamaki Vishwit Bhai, just invite for both young aspirant as well as Bhai Association.
Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Parmada Thakur Maharaj, amaro upasthiତ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆମର ଆସନ୍ତା ସଂଘ ପୂଜାର ଅଧିବେଶନ ହେବ ଜାନୁଆରୀ 26 ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ଆମର ପ୍ରଥମ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଇୟର ପ୍ରଥମ ସଂଘ ପୂଜା ଅଧିବେଶନ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛୁ ଠାକୁର ମାଝୀ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଯୋଗଦାନ କରି ପୂଜାଟିକୁ ସାଫଲ୍ୟମଣ୍ଡିତ କରିବେ ଆଉ ଆମକୁ ସେବା ସୁଯୋଗ ଦେବେ ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ ଆଜି ବବି ଆଉ ମୋର ସଂଘ ପୂଜାର ପାଳି ଥିଲା ମୁଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ମହାରାଜ ଭାଇ ମା ଆଉ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆତ୍ମା ସାମ୍ନାରେ ଜାଣତାରେ ଆଉ ଅଜାଣତାରେ ଯାହା ଭୁଲ ହେଇଛି ଯାହା ତ୍ରୁଟି ହେଇଛି ସେ ପାଇଁ କ୍ଷମା ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛି ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ
ଦୟାମୟ ଶ୍ରୀ ଚରଣୀ ନିବେଦନ
ଦୟାମୟ ଶ୍ରୀ ଚରଣୀ ନିବେଦନ
প্রবল সংস্কার একমাত্র অর জীব প্রবল সংস্কার এথিলাগি যেবে কাଳେ ন মিଳେ মুক্তি এথিলাগি যেবে কাଳେ ন মিଳେ মুক্তি তথাপি রখিবি মনে অনন্ত ত্রুপতি তথাপি রখিবি মনে অনন্ত ত্রুপতি তুমরি দৃষ্টি ভিতরে তুমরি জগতে তুমরি দৃষ্টি ভিতরে তুমরি জগতে পড়িথিবি জহি তহি তুমরি ইঙ্গিতে পড়িথিবি জহি তহি তুমরি ইঙ্গিতে ধ্বংস পরে রচনার অভিনব রূপ ধ্বংস পরে রচনার অভিনব রূপ দেখি দেখি আসি জীব অসল স্বরূপ দেখি দেখি আসি জীব অসল স্বরূপ শুণুবন মিলাই ন পারে যেবে তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর মিলাই ন পারে যেবে তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর তব নামে বাই জীবে ভঙ্গা বীণা মোর তব নামে বাই জীবে ভঙ্গা বীণা মোর শুণুবান শুণু কেহি জীব অহংକାର শুণুবান শুণু কেহি জীব অহংକାର তুমে প্রভু মোহি দাস এতিকি সংস্কার তুমে প্রভু মোহি দাস এতিকি সংস্কার প্রেমময় শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন 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 তুম জয় গাউথিবে সারা জীবন তুম জয় গাউথিবে সারা জীবন নাথ তুম জয় গাউথিবে সারা জীবন